back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom recap. So I do not have COVID anymore. That's what I had last week, and that's why my voice sounded horrible. I mean, I was editing last week's video and I'm like, God, I sound terrible. That's gone. But anyway, stay tuned for the end of this video, and we're going to be talking about the recent Twitter drama between Ashley and Jade, and I think, was Cheyenne in there? I know it was Ashley and Jade in there, so we'll do that after the episode recap. I post new videos every single week about the new episode of Teen Mom: The Next Chapter. I make the episodes a lot shorter, sweeter, and funnier in my recaps, so if that's something you'd want to watch, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. We start off with another fake video call. Hey ladies, we haven't had a trip together in so long. Probably because every time we do, we start maiming each other, and MTV just doesn't want to be held liable for that. Jade says, you had me at trip, because tripping is what Jade does best. Really, only Jade and Cheyenne end up coming on this trip. Macy says she can't make it. Ashley isn't coming for obvious reasons. Amber still hasn't made an appearance on this season. Leah wasn't even mentioned, and neither were Kate and Tyler. So yeah, real cast party that Brianna's having there. Got like 2 out of 10 cast members. It hits the news that Ryan and Mackenzie are divorcing. She's been cheating on me. She's been a pain in my ass about everything under the sun. Yeah, my addiction played a big part in it. Tell him to stay away from Mackenzie, and they worry about how they're going to tell Bentley. Macy also hears the news. She says, I'm not shocked. I just know that Mackenzie is not going to let co-parenting happen. She lost her mind because she couldn't go with them when Ryan and Bentley went to do something together alone. She can't handle me and Ryan working together. Bentley will be the one who pays for this. That's interesting. Mackenzie is jealous of Bentley and the attention that Ryan gives him. I mean, it's really not a lot, so imagine how much attention Mackenzie is getting. Probably also not a lot. And does she really think that Macy still wants that dusty, crusty man? No wonder Mackenzie doesn't want to be on the show anymore. I wouldn't be on air defending my possum-looking ex to the world either. Maya comes home healthy from the hospital. So glad that's over. You made it, Maya. Congratulations. Taylor and Corey are extremely relieved. Cheyenne and Zach get ready to go to Florida. Corey asks them, did you guys invite Ashley? You know this clout demon would love to get involved in a fight with Ashley and be in the headlines. Corey can't wait. He already did it with Farrah. I'ma throw something at you, Corey. Won't throw something at Ashley, though. I saw this online, and they show this headline. The episode where I uninvited Ashley to my wedding just aired. I explained in my podcast that just because we're both black doesn't mean we have to be besties. And I agree with that, actually. It's kind of weird to assume that just because they're the same race that they have to be friends. And she alluded that Zach was my second choice. You went too far. You know Corey wants to laugh here so bad. You know, Corey, her actual first choice. I won't even comment back. Corey says, I follow Bar on social media, and I saw that he posted all these teen moms are hoes, and then he deleted it. That's funny. I didn't catch that one, and I didn't see it on the blogs either, so... I mean, his own girl is on the show Teen Mom, though, so maybe he realized what he was saying. Cheyenne and Zach arrive to the Florida party. Girl, what happened with you and Ashley? Cheyenne says, I never said anything negative about her. You could talk about my looks, call me fake black, but why bring up the shooting? Why go to the worst day of my life? The shooting where no one can find the police report, and it wasn't on the news, and you refuse to talk about it in detail. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it is kind of fishy. And I do also believe that Cheyenne 100% had a BBL. Whether that had anything to do with the shooting is anyone's guess. I don't think personally that she used the shooting to like cover up the BBL, but I do think she got a BBL and she doesn't want to talk about it. I would never bring up Bar or his cases. Bar involves himself in female drama. And that he does. I follow all the Teen Mom pages on Instagram. And Bar is always inserting himself, commenting on every single post, his little unsolicited attempts to be funny, like even stuff that's not about him, that's about other cast members. He's always in that comment section. But hey, when you're chronically unemployed, it's not like there's much else to do. His Salvation Army apron is just sitting there collecting dust in the coat closet. His community service paper is sitting at a grand total of 8 hours, while he scrolls through Instagram laughing at his own comments. Bar, go do your community service. So Bree, is Devon staying here? Brianna shrugs and turns around. Would you fuck him? Cheyenne says, it was working back then. I'm sure it works even better now. Cheyenne's doing a little too much. It's like, please, please, take the drama off of me. I can't handle it and I'm afraid of Ashley. Jade says, we got extra bedrooms here, Bree. And then Cheyenne says, I'm gonna take pictures of you guys and sell it to the Sun. How did she know that the Sun exclusively reports on Teen Mom stuff? You sold some pictures before, Cheyenne? Brianna gets the same hibachi chef that we've seen like twice now for her kids' birthday parties. The man is clearly giving her free onion rings every time she puts them on the show. They do the same thing as last time. They make the hibachi, they squirt sake into the girls' mouths with a water gun. MTV zooms in a little too close for a little too long on these sake squirts. The audience is dwindling, okay? They need to get some footage for the weird fetish people. Devon arrives and everyone asks him how rehab went. He said, I went to rehab for gambling, but everyone around me was a crackhead, so that was weird. I'm sure Jade appreciates that comment about her man. They went to the same rehab. It made me appreciate everything. Now I'm around people that matter the most. And Brianna kind of touches him and she says, I matter the most. You are up there. While that's going on, Ashley is busy at home painting her wall in a cow pattern. She calls her mom and invites her out to Vegas, and they all go axe throwing. Sort of concerning that Ashley has practice at that now. Are you friends with the girls on the show? The show? This is my show! We're all toxic and crazy, but there's no connection between us besides being coworkers. Yeah, she's not wrong there. I'm the only black girl on the show. The other girl is only black when convenient. She has no antennas. That's interesting because I do remember Cheyenne talking about issues of racism in the past on the show. Again, like not being friends with you doesn't mean that Cheyenne isn't black. It's just weird. I said that Cheyenne used that car accident to cover up that she got her body done. She came filming with a faja. That girl was stuffed and plucked. I'm honest. I got my titties done. I got my lips done. I got my hair done. Just be honest. I spit on all you hoes and your mommies and your dead-ass grannies. I get down with real bitches from East Oakland. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I do agree with her that Cheyenne has more plastic surgery than she's being honest about. I saw her on family vacation in that skin-tight black outfit, and it was very much giving BBL. Zach is angry that Bar said that all the teen moms are hoes. I want to talk to Bar. I need to clarify that my wife is not part of that. Yeah, you're right, she's not, because she was never a teen mom. The hoe part is another story. Macy reveals that she talked to Bentley about Ryan's divorce. He was shocked, but not bothered. He's never been a fan of Mackenzie's. Oh, he's not? More details, please, Macy. I'm listening. Larry says, this mess has put Ryan in a tailspin. He doesn't know what to do. Jen says, I worry that this will mess with his sobriety. I just want him happy and healthy. Shady MTV then immediately shows headlines that Ryan held a knife to Mackenzie's neck. Sounds like the actions of a happy and healthy man to me. The Brianna squad goes bowling. Brianna says, I haven't had sex in 6 months. I'm dying. Last night, Devon said he wanted to sleep with me again, and I said no. Guess you weren't dying that bad. I'm gonna get you guys drunk so you do it already. After the bowling back at the Airbnb, Brianna and her thirsty friend Chey announce, it's a pajama party! Let's play Truth or Dare! Truth. Brianna, would you get back with any exes? Yes. Of course she would. Kale's exes, that is. She loves those exes. Jade, truth or dare? Dare! I dare you to suck Sean's big toe. Joke's on you, we already do that every night. No, she doesn't say that. She just does it, and then she says, I feel like a dirty girl. Yeah, you are. Just don't get between the toes. That was an old injection site, and we don't want to mess with that. Brianna, I dare you to kiss Devon and use tongue. They do kiss, but it was like the kiss you give your kid when they go off to school. Very short peck. Like, Brianna kisses her mom way more passionately than that. I dare Devon to sit there while Brianna gives him a lap dance. And she does, very slowly and sensually, while someone drops dollar bills over them. It's not Devon dropping the dollar bills, though. I guess he didn't have any to spare. Later, Zach calls Bar. He says, we need to get on the same page. This female stuff trickles into our relationship. Let's link up and talk about it. The female stuff trickles in because Bar inserts himself into it. But anyway. By the way, Ashley said on social media that this was actually the second call. She says that Zach had previously called Bar during the Orlando party with everyone around them, and basically he was drunk, he was kind of putting on a show for everyone around them, and it was embarrassing, and I have no reason to not believe that. They were all acting like children at the party. I have no doubt that someone was like, Zach, I dare you to call Bar, and then he probably called him and made a fool of himself. News comes out that Mackenzie has gotten an order of protection against Ryan. She said I held a knife to her back. That's dumb. Everyone knows I get angry, but I never put my hands on a woman. I just held a knife up to her. My hand didn't even touch her. You said Mackenzie cheated on you. Do you have actual confirmation of that? Yeah, I figured it out when she went to stay at the house. I went to drop my dog off at the house and she wasn't even there. She left this house last night to be with another man, and she can't lie about it. I asked where she stayed and she had no good answer. Just kept stumbling her words. What about Bentley? I haven't talked to him. Shocker. How's your relationship with Macy? It's gotten better, which pissed Mackenzie off. Was Mackenzie threatened? Yep, me talking to Macy sent Mackenzie over the edge. For an addict, this must all be really triggering to you. I already fucked up, I can't lie. During all this? Yeah. And after a couple of days relapse, I realized that it was not worth it. I didn't want to go back down that road. I got my kids, you know, Bentley. Poor kid had to go through some shit. I feel bad. So he admits that he relapsed very recently. But then he claims he never put his hand on a woman. How do you remember exactly what you were doing when you were tripping balls on heroin? That to me is just more evidence that everything Mackenzie has said about him is true. Like, dang, Mackenzie, you should have just let Macy have him. Not that Macy has actually wanted him in like 15 years. Brianna comes home from the party and Brittany asks her, how's Devon? It's going regular. We kissed playing Truth or Dare, but it was just like a tap. It was a game. But you know he likes you. Brains are weird. That stuff feels different to him than it does to you. I don't plan on having sex with him. I just kiss him, twerk on him, go on dates with him. How could he possibly be getting the wrong idea? Brittany says, we love the growth. There's things I want in a man that he doesn't have. Devon and I are not in the same place mentally. I want to focus on being on the right track for our kid. No! Don't tell me that the Brevon storyline ends here. I want them to smash! I want to see the fallout, the mess. Please, guys, don't end it here. Ashley goes with her mom and sister to a massage, but I guess that massage did not ease any tension. So I'm at school minding my business, and then Bar calls me to tell me that Zach called him, trying to check him in a soft white flag way. And why? Because I said that Cheyenne got plucked and stuffed and used that accident as a cover-up? Every time she says this, it gets funnier, just the way that she says it. Now Zach and Bar are going to dinner together? Like, am I tripping? You talk about peace? Bitch, you're a joke. That's where I stand. That's all for this episode of Teen Mom the Next Chapter, but I do want to take a little part of this video to actually look at the tweets that happened last night between Ashley and Jade. So Ashley started it, as usual. I think one of the girls mentioned that Ashley loves to throw rocks and hide her hands, and I think that's 100% true. So let's go to Ashley's Twitter. So first she's just talking about how they left out of the episode the first phone call from Zach to Bar. Again, I believe her on this. I don't know why MTV would cut that out, except to maybe push people to not be on her side, but I'm already on nobody's side, so... This upset me because if Zach had an issue, he should have called in the privacy of his home, not for an audience in Florida. This is why I was so upset. Ganging up on one person is lame. Jade looks like she deleted some of her parts, so I'm gonna have to go on the fan pages to discover what she said. All right, so here's what Ashley said that kind of started the whole Twitter drama. Side note, saying, I don't talk about what Bar has going on, like one didn't just get off meth and the other one didn't just leave a jail cell is insane. Yeah, talk about that, sis. Are you stupid? And she's right that Sean got off meth and Zach just left jail, but her own man has been selling meth in the past. Her own man has been in jail. Her own man is also not doing his community service. Also, her own man, which is mentioned later, was on Xanax and didn't even finish rehab. And then Jade says, it's crazy you delete the tweet, you say the most low blow shit and then delete it. Been tired of your ass. You wonder why no one fucks with you, keep my business out of your mouth. You have enough going on, quit throwing stones. And yeah, she did kind of start it here. It says, I will literally be seeing you in 16 days, I guess at the reunion. Don't get no panic attack. I'm sorry, that's so mean. She knows Jade gets some panic attacks. And here's what Jade said. And before you want to say anything about my man being an addict, your man went to the same treatment facility and couldn't even finish. My family's doing great and my man works his program. The hate you have for the girls in the show is sick. See a doctor. And then Jade retweeted, she's mad that she's serving time too, just by affiliation with that little leprechaun baby daddy with 2 sets of eyebrows. Ashley said, shut up, bitch. Jade turned off her comments. Oh, Ashley also said, and before those new teeth, Sean looked like every other meth head on Skid Row, so bye. And Bar says, I ain't said nothing and haven't for a minute. Fair warning, leave my name out of it. Bar, you're talking all the time. Stop lying. Jade says, you stay distant in person. You've been a mean girl. And Ashley says, I stay distant because y'all cry. Kind of like how you're tweeting now, but production is calling me, telling me that you feel threatened. I won't be running up. I'll be calling the police, you thug. So that's very interesting. I, as usual, am on team nobody. But I do feel like Ashley kind of started it by making the comment about Sean being on meth. And let's just also note that her man is on Xanax, and her man was also selling meth. So there's really no good sides here. They kind of both suck. But make sure to leave a comment down below telling me what you think of this episode. What do you think about Mackenzie filing for a divorce from Ryan? Do you believe him that he never touched Mackenzie? Are you on Jade or Ashley's side? Are you on Cheyenne or Ashley's side? Leave a comment down below and subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week.